get to North Korea, the White House publicly blaming, they have already, they've publicly blamed North Korea for this WannaCry cyber attack. Judge Napolitano is with us this morning because the question, I think, is it an act of war?
You know, it's an interesting moral question. The Constitution requires the federal government to protect the states and the people in the states from an invasion. Is this an invasion? Obviously, the founders didn't think of this kind of an invasion, but using electronic means, they entered our geographical space and wreaked havoc. Did they destroy buildings? Did they kill human beings, which we usually attach to war? No. So if the question is this sufficient to justify a military response? The answer is probably no, but it is certainly sufficient to justify some sort of an in-kind response.
Okay.
Could we pinprick a military response to destroy the hardware that they used to trigger the virus? Follow me?
I do.
Probably yes.
Okay.
Probably yes. But the killing of human beings involved in that would not be justified legally, and in my view, would not be justified morally.
Okay, interesting question. I think it will be debated today.
Yeah, it will be.
We're
going to find out from Tom Bossert in a few minutes just how much harm it caused.
Will they use that expression? It was an act of war.
Oh,
or will they
man,
say
I hope they don't. With everything that's going on now, if they do, they need to define it, define what they mean by it. If they mean by calling it an act of war, let's say he says that, it triggers the ability of the president to use military response and kill the human beings and the buildings that those human beings are in from which this came, that, in my view, would violate the rules of war and several treaties to which we are signatory.
Totally separately, Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe testifies today. He's the Andy in Peter Strzok's message about the meeting in Andy's office, where Strzok said he couldn't take the risk of a Trump win. I know you and I disagree on the interpretation of this.
Yeah.
But just give me the big picture for a second.
Well,
at the end of this week, I mean, the really big picture, at the end of this week, is President Trump closer to being in really serious trouble, or is he closer to being vindicated?
I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that at the end of this week, he's no closer to this being over. Bob Mueller has told people he expects his staff to be employed through 2018.
What?
And
all the way through next year?
Yes, it's according to this morning's Washington Post. It's not been denied.
What?
And I am sorry to say that the president's lawyers, in my view, have been lulling him into a false sense of security. They told him in August it would be over by Thanksgiving. Here we are, Christmas, and it's heating up. Now, to Andrew McCabe, I am furious that this is behind closed doors. Democrats will come out and give their version of what he said. Republicans will come out and give their version. The American public is treated like children, that we can't watch this testimony or at least read a transcript of it. We are entitled to know what Mr. McCabe did with the power that was given to him as the #2 ranking official in the Justice Department and how he accounted for that power. And we may never know that, except by what's leaked.
I'm appalled that they're going to drag this all the way through 2018.
Well,
that's a total fishing expedition. It is.
It's a process that is slow. We are watching a jigsaw puzzle being put together, and we're getting irritated when we see a piece here and a piece there, and we can't see the connection between. It's just the way law enforcement works, because it's tempered by the Constitution. They can't get everything they want when they want it, and it takes time to connect the dots.
Can they get his tax returns? Sorry, can they get the president's tax returns?
In my opinion, no. Unless they know something that we don't know, they'd have to go to a judge and get a warrant for that. But,
all right, Judge.
But do you share my anger that this is being done in secret, this interrogation of Andrew McCabe? Yes.
I want it out there. I want to know what's going on.
It's not political or ideological. It's basic American democracy. Right. What has he done in our name?